Houston, we have a problem. A pigeon problem.
Hello and welcome back to my videos. I'm Klepik, and today I will be absolutely yapping you to death about my current obsession, pigeons. My friends are sick of me, and by the end of this video, you'll be sick of me too. But I need to talk about pigeons or I will implode. So here's a time lapse of me sketching some pigeons in my sketchbook and a completely unscripted rant by yours truly about their love for pigeons. I hope you enjoy. I hope you all know that I am like the worst bird drawer out there ever, possibly ever. Like I had to stare at these references when working on them because before my obsession of pigeons, I avidly avoided drawing birds of all kinds because I couldn't do it, man. I couldn't do it. But after this exercise, I've been able to fulfill my needs as a pigeon enjoyer, and I can draw pigeons from memory now. And you don't know how much that filled my soul with joy when I just doodled on the sides of my physics paper of just pigeon after pigeon. Like I did that from memory, man. That was awesome. And before, it would have turned out awful. But anyway, that's just talking about drawings. I need to talk about pigeons, like the creatures themselves. Okay. Where are we starting? I want to start with their poo. Okay, you're gonna hear me out here. I was having a conversation with my brother over text because he's in college. Sadly, I'm going to stalk him and go there and follow him because I love my brother. I love my brother so much. But I was having a conversation and somehow it got on the topic of pigeons, and I was telling him about how the pigeon poo in cities is actually not what their poo is supposed to be like. The pigeon poo is only you know what it looks like. It's only gross like that because they're so severely malnourished in cities. They're eating human food. And I don't know if you know this, but animals are not supposed to eat processed food. Whoa. Shocker. But actually their poo is really nice. And I say this because I wanted to have a pigeon as a pet. I still want a pigeon as a pet, but that's not going to be feasible for a long time. But I was really concerned about their poo because birds as a whole don't have sphincters, which is what controls your poo to come out. They don't have that, so it's just right on the ground. They can't control it. So I was really concerned about having a bird fly around my house, apartment. Probably won't be able to afford a house, but hey, I was really concerned about that and that mess. But it turns out, first of all, their poo's not that bad, but second of all, I still don't want poo in my house. But third of all, they make pigeon diapers. You can get them custom made for your pigeon, and it's just they call them pigeon pants, and they're just diapers for your bird. You have to change them every 3 hours. You change them every 3 hours. I had to make sure on that, but you can get them custom made. I would have my bird wear Miku pants 24/7, have her face plastered on the side of that bird. But you can have that, and they fly fine with them. They're completely fine with them, but it makes it so that it's not a hassle to have them fly around your house, and you can enjoy their company better because they're not pooping on everything. But anyway, besides that, their diet, by the way, is just grains. Just seeds. I probably should have known that just because birds and seeds seem to go together, but I actually didn't know that. They just eat up straight seeds, just straight seeds. When I was younger, actually, at my outside, we used to have a bird feeder, and I would sometimes fill the bird feeder with my stepdad, and I would eat a lot of the seeds. So pigeons, they have pretty good taste because seeds taste good, man. I don't care if you call me a bird in the comments. Seeds taste good, especially sunflower seeds. I love seeds. That's a personal guilty pleasure of mine. But that's okay. It's not bad for you. My stepdad let me eat them. Maybe he was trying to poison me. Too bad I survived. Okay. What next? I want to talk about the logistics of if I had a pet pigeon. Yeah, I want to talk about the logistics. So my dream job is to be a tattoo artist, and I'm on my way. Not really, still in high school. My dad will kill me, but that's okay. It's okay. My mom's tatted up head to toe, so it's okay. She supports me. My dad just might disown me though, but it's okay. It's okay. So I feel like tattoo shops would be really open to having a bird in their place. Like tattoo shops are already probably weird. The one I was in for a research project for school had a fish tank, giant fish tank. So, fish, birds, same thing. So I think that'd be okay if I had a bird there. That would mean that I would have to bring it to work every day, and I don't know how good birds do in cars. So obviously this is years down the line, so I have like years to research this, but I'd have to search that up, probably just get like a dog kennel or something and like put them in the back, drive to work, bring them out, because unless you have two birds, this is gonna be interesting. I find this fun. Unless you have two birds, two pigeons together, which is a lot of complicated factors that I will go into on why I probably will never have two birds, is they are very social animals. They're very social animals, which is why I get mad because we abandoned them. We used to have them as pigeon carriers, and like they would carry our mail. We domesticated them. We caused this problem, and now they're on our streets like dying, and we caused this problem. And I just feel so sad when I see pigeons. Like, yes, I love them and I giggle and I kick my feet when I see them, but at the same time I also feel really bad because like they don't deserve this. Anyway, what was I at again? I was at social animals. So they're very social animals. So they need at least one other bird with them, and that bird that is with them, they're actually gay. Pigeons can be gay. They could be homosexuals, they could be lesbians, they could be everything. But regardless of the sex of the bird, they can mate with each other, and they will preen each other, I think is the word. But they will like mate for life, and they need to have a mate or they will get really depressed, and it's just not healthy for the bird at all. Don't get a solo bird if you're gonna be away from it for hours and hours and hours. But since I don't want two birds, which I'll get into right now actually, I don't want two birds because, first of all, males, I don't think I want a man bird. I don't want two man birds. They're just like, they're more aggressive, I think, than females. And pigeon males are more aggressive than females, and when you get two birds, they will mate with each other and they won't really care about you. But with female birds, they are gonna lay eggs regardless. But if you get a female and a male bird, and it's really hard to tell the sex of them, because birds, it's not like a dog. You can't just like boom and see. But it's really hard to tell pigeon sexes. So if you accidentally get a male and a female, the eggs that they hatch will be fertilized and they will turn into baby birds. So that's why I don't want to, is because you have to deal with the eggs a lot. But if you do get a female, you do have to deal with the eggs regardless. They will lay eggs and they will be unfertilized, so you don't have to deal with them hatching. But female birds, they lay eggs in pairs of two. And sometimes the second egg can get stuck or something. Can get stuck and not come out, which means you have to go to the vet, and it's pretty pricey to fix that up. But I don't want a female because I would be scared of that happening personally. And I just don't want two birds because I want it to love me. And if you do get two birds, they will end up just like loving each other all day, and they will nest. I mean, female birds are probably going to nest regardless, and males too, but like more more so, I feel, with an actual egg. You can get fake wooden eggs, actually. Fake wooden eggs, they sit on them. It makes them happy, especially if you have guy birds who don't lay eggs. You give them one of those every once in a while, and he'll just be like a happy little guy sitting with his egg until he gets bored of it because it won't hatch, and then he goes to find some milk. But yeah, if I were to get a bird, I would want a solo bird so it can mate with me, so that it will love me. Because like, again, like I said, they'll just hang out with each other if they mate with each other, but if they mate with you, they'll want to be with you like a dog. I heard a lot of people calling them like the dogs that can fly, and I liked that. I would love a dog that can fly. So I'm gonna get a pigeon. But anyway, I lost complete track of what I was saying, actually. We're going back to work. Yeah, we're going back to work. So I would bring my pigeon to work every day. And pigeons are fine to be in a cage. Big cage. I make sure my current lizard, I make sure her cage is nice and big so she can like live her joyous free life. But they're fine being in cages as long as they can see you, from what I've heard. Like, you're in the same room as them, they can see you, they're fine with that. But potentially between clients, open up that cage, let my pigeon out, hang out with my pigeon between clients. That would be awesome, man. I'm not sure I would have them out with clients because, you know, sanitization. But besides that, okay, next topic. I feel like I've exhausted that topic, but like, I can bring them home because if they mate to you, you have to hang out with them. I've seen like at least 8 hours a day from what I've seen, because like, you are their everything. You are like their social life, their entire social life, so you're not supposed to leave them alone. So that's why I would want a job that allows me to take them to work, allows me to just like be in the same room as them. So yeah, that is why tattooing. I'm honestly not sure what kind of pigeon I'd want. At first, I just wanted a street pigeon. I'm gonna be so for real. I wanted to pick a pigeon up off the street and just have that thing as my pet. Obviously not straight off the street, because there are animal shelters. I would love to get an animal from an animal shelter. I am like a strict adopt, don't shop, because all of the pets I've had in my life are adopted. My past dog Lulu, my current dogs Celie and Harley, my cat at my dad's house Gigi, my lizard who I had to rescue from my brother. Yeah, all of them except my lizard Harvey downstairs. And I would say my old cat Richard Parker would count as a rescue, kind of. He was an indoor-outdoor cat. He absolutely hated the indoors, so he would just come in for food sometimes, and he was really mean to us. Like that cat would scratch and bite us, and he wanted outside, man. He would come in for food, stay 30 minutes, then go back out. And then we found him when he was a kitten. We fed him. We gave him milk. That's how young he was. We found him when he was a kitten. But then the neighbors ended up claiming him, and my dad had the vet bill, like he took care of his vet bill. But then the neighbors were like, "Oh no, we'll take care of that, man. Give him over to us." He was still an indoor cat till the end, but the neighbors ended up not caring for his vet bill at all, and I haven't seen him in a while, which is why we got a new cat. Anyway, back to pigeons. We got on a tangent. I forgot the names of the pigeon adopting sites, but I'll put them on screen, probably. This is like a really lazy video. This is literally just like me editing some script into it and putting an overlay of speed paint on, because that's the kind of video that this is. This is a chill, laid back video. Not even a script, man. Not even a script. So, yeah. But I would definitely want to get from there. And I don't know at this point if I would just want like a street looking pigeon, because I love street pigeons. I love the like purple and blue stuff on their neck. That's like the cutest thing ever. I love it. I love the color. But I also really like white pigeons. So I don't know. And I also like white pigeons with brown spots. So I don't know. And I also like every single other pigeon variant there is. So I don't know. On this rabbit hole that I went down of needing a pigeon. Because, okay, I need a pet in my life when I move out. I don't want to be lonely. Obviously, I'm not gonna have the money to get a pigeon right away because pigeons are actually really cheap to get. Pigeons are like $20, I think, when you adopt them. Obviously, costs vary, but they are very cheap to get. But vet bills are very expensive, and if I was going to get a pigeon, I would want the best enclosure possible because, you know, first of all, it's gonna be decoration in my house, so I obviously have to deck it out, make it bright and colorful and probably pink. And so deck it out first of all, and second of all, it would have to be large because I believe in having large cages for your pets. Seed is probably cheap though, cheap as hell probably, but that I lost my train of thought. Realistically, on my adoption thing, on my need to adopt an animal, realistically at this point, I think I would get just like an old cat, like go to a shelter, because you're gonna laugh at me, but I have a cat, so I'm like chill with cats. This isn't just me watching a video and being like, I need a cat now because I saw one 30-second video. No, this is me being like, I saw this so nice old cat that it was the nicest geriatric cat I ever saw at the adoption center when I was getting my current cat Gigi, but my dad didn't want him, and I loved that cat, man. And so that's part of the reason. But another reason is because I saw a video and it was saying how old cats don't really get adopted at shelters. So I feel like I would want to get an old cat and give it a chance, just like I did with my current lizard Smog. She's old. I wouldn't have been able to probably like get her to another home that would like take care of her because she's old, and second of all, I don't know if I would trust that. But anyway, I would want to get an old cat just because they don't get adopted often at all. So I would want to get an old cat and give it a couple years left to live, to be nice, to have a nice home is what I mean. Give it a nice home to live in. So I would probably just end up adopting an old cat, and then once he passes away, if I'm in the situation to get a bird, I could, if I'm still not in that situation yet, get another old cat. Give it 3 more years. 3 years after that, I can get a bird, because I'm not having a cat and a bird in the same house. I'm sorry, I can't. I actually can't. I don't care how nice my cat is. It is a cat. It is a cat, and it will attack a bird. So no bird and cat in the same house. We'll say same thing with a dog. No bird and dog in the same house. But I'm never getting a dog, I feel, because I'm probably never gonna have a house that big, realistically. And I don't really want to walk it, you know. Not really my style, not really my thing. The only thing holding me back is going on walks every morning is crazy. But I'm sorry, I'm not a physical exercise person. It's the heart surgery in me. It's the I can't go out in the sun, man. I'm a vampire. No, it's because I'll pass out. But it's okay. Cats don't need to go on walks. Birds don't need to go on walks. I can just let it fly around my house, man. It's okay. There are many other things that I have learned about pigeons besides that, but I'm not really sure I could put them into words. Like, I learned about mannerisms. I watched about 1 million videos on people having their own pet pigeons, and I watched this really sweet guy. It was just like a vlog. He got his first ever bird, he got his first pigeon, and it was like a vlog of him like opening the box and just getting to know his bird for the first like 3 days, and it was the sweetest thing I've ever seen. It was just It was so sweet. I'm jealous. I want a bird so bad. I love birds. I really love birds. I know. This is what I've been missing. Since learning about birds and what they eat and stuff, I have started carrying around seeds. I just have a bag of seeds because at my dad's house now, we have a bird feeder, and so I just snuck some seeds in a bag, and wherever I go now, wherever I go, I always carry a bag of seeds on hand because I hope that someday I can feed a bird. Because I don't care what bird it is at this point, all city birds are just all city birds are the cutest things ever, and I want to feed a bird. I want to feed a bird so bad. I want to feed a bird. Maybe have it sit on my hand. I don't know, but I want to feed a bird, and I haven't been successful because birds are skittish, and I am loud and noisy, and I try to be quiet, but then they fly away, and they fly away before I can get my bag out to feed them, so I feel kind of bad. But I will feed a pigeon. I will feed a bird. I will put my bag to use someday because I really want to feed a pigeon. It's just this like urge that I need to fulfill. I need to feed a bird, just like in the wild, man. And I made sure the seeds that I got are good because I don't like that birds are malnourished. Like whenever I see bird poop on this side of the road or whatever now, I feel bad. Like I look at that and I'm just like, that thing is malnourished and it's not living its best happy life, and I feel bad. So I would like to feed a pigeon and befriend a pigeon. I actually wanted to see if there were like crows near my house. There aren't, sadly. There are no crows near my house because I heard crows also can get like bonds with people, like strong bonds with people. So I wanted to see if that could possibly happen, but it couldn't because we sadly don't have crows near our house. I think crows should live near my house personally, so I can feed them and be their friends. But I am going to feed a bird. And that's the message I'm going to leave you with this video. I am going to feed a bird. I'm going to feed a pigeon. I'm going to feed those little brown birds literally everywhere in my city. I'm going to feed a bird. I'm going to feed a bird. Yeah. Thank you for watching. I didn't script an outro either, so this is again gonna be me rambling. But thank you so much for watching my rant. I don't know why you would. If you're a bird enthusiast, I'm not like a bird watcher person. I don't know names of birds. I'm just like, I see a city bird on the road and I'm like, oh, I love it so much. But if you're like any type of bird enthusiast, if you just love pigeons like me, if you just see them on the side of the road and you're like, I love that thing, I love that little guy, you should rant below in the comments about your love, and I'll most definitely respond with my own love for birds and pigeons because I love pigeons. If you couldn't tell from this like 15-minute rant, but I would love to hear below about your own love for pigeons. Yeah, I'll probably draw some more birds in this sketchbook. I'll probably draw some more. If you did like the video, you should definitely consider liking, commenting, or even subscribing. Yeah, support me. I'm trying to grow my channel, trying to get an audience for my video game before it comes out, so I have like a base, like a little fandom. So that'd be nice. Algorithm stuff, yeah, support me, get a comment, yeah. I don't know. This is completely unscripted. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll leave you with that. Goodbye.